Welcome back to the show. Now, being cheated on is a pretty horrible experience, especially when you start overthinking and blaming yourself for your ex-partner's behaviour. But before you get mad, why not get some really great support? Melissa Davis is the creator of an online broken hearts club that is helping people survive life after affairs. And Melissa joins us now from her home in North Carolina. It's great to see you, Melissa.
Hey. Thank you for having me.
Now, tell us exactly what After the Affair is and why you started it.
After the Affair is kind of what I needed 6 years ago. You know, my ex had lots of affairs and several of them with my friends. And so, yeah, I was really alone. I isolated myself. I didn't trust a soul, I'm sure you can imagine. And I just stayed stuck in this, like, terrible misery hole I dug for myself for years. And what happened is, after about 2 or 3 years, I realized that I wasn't very unique and my story wasn't so different from anyone else's. And so many people were not reaching out to get help. And, you know, they were either too embarrassed, which is really common, too much shame, you know, or they couldn't afford it, you know. And so they would just stay stuck like I was. And so...
Melissa, you are gorgeous. That ex of yours needs his head read. Why would he cheat on you? Hello?
I know. Hey, now, Melissa, when you found out your husband, well, was cheating, you know, you experienced flashbacks, anxiety, fear, low self-esteem, everyone in the book. Did you find that others have also gone through this? And why do you think that is?
Yeah, that's really common. I mean, if you find out that someone's cheating on you, your natural response is to be like, what did I do? You put all the blame and all the, you know, why did this happen on your shoulders? And so you immediately think you're not smart enough, pretty enough, cool enough, whatever it is, you're not enough. And so we all do it. It's just our natural response, and it just puts all this shame on our shoulders. And we kind of, I like to say, my grandmother says, we should on ourselves, you know? And we do it so much where the anxiety continues to go, especially people that try to work it out with their partner. The fear of, oh my gosh, what are they doing? Are they lying? Where are they? Like, that just goes crazy in our minds until we just feel like we're going to, you know, cave in on ourselves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Melissa, and it's a terrible way to feel because, as you and I both know, we're perfect. Now, how does the site work? How does the club work? Do you help people who suspect their partners are cheating? Is there a bit of detective work involved?
No, these are for people who know what has happened. And it's really, you know, there are not a lot of programs that are just for the cheated person. And that's what this is for. It's not to restore a relationship or whatever. It's just about dealing with what you just, you know, listed out, the fear, the anxiety, the flashbacks, the trauma of it all. And what's so cool is I'm very type A, like, tell me what to do right now, I'm going to fix it. And I pulled in these 2 other therapists. One, actually, she lost her daughter, and then a week later found out about her husband's affairs. And so this therapist knows grief and loss like none of us.
Wow.
And then the other therapist is very, like, psychology. Well, here's what your brain says and what your body needs and how you're feeling. And so the 3 of us together have created all these videos to go over common things you need to address when you're trying to heal.
So I'm just trying to imagine exactly how it does work. So somebody who is feeling like that, they've been cheated on, they go online and you and the therapists actually work through it, not why or blame or anything, but you work through how you can feel better. And what's the #1 message you can get through to these sad souls?
The #1 message throughout these are videos that people subscribe to, but I'd say the #1 message is to have compassion with yourself. The process of learning about an affair is traumatic. And if you're an impatient person with your own feelings and you want to get on to the next thing like I am, that's really hard to do. And so being really compassionate with yourself and saying, right now, I feel really angry because this happened. And just let yourself feel that instead of trying to, like, shove the feelings away or ignore them in some way. And that really helps you to kind of take away that blame that you put on yourself and some of the shame, and just let you be where you are, because this sucks and it just happened to you.
Certainly does suck. In fact, Ivana Trump in the First Wives Club, her advice was, don't get mad, get everything. Do you think there is ever a scenario where you can actually forgive someone who has cheated on you?
Oh, certainly. You know, I think that forgiveness is for you, not for that person. And it really helps you to release that pain and that bitterness. You know, it's like you fall and cut your knee really bad. You know, the pain will go away eventually, but you will have that scar. It does change who you are. And our goal is to take that and change it, to make that change be for the better. Like I can look back and say, I am a stronger woman now because I went through that. And I would never have thought that when I was in the thick of it.
Yeah.
It's a great site, a great idea. Melissa, thank you very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thanks,
Morning,
Melissa.
Melissa. Thanks.
Okay, coming up, Jono.